So, welcome to this week's Top 5 in Texas for the week of September 24th, 2015. I am Christina Reese.
And I'm Brandon Zeck. So number 5 is a film. It's a one-night-only screening on Sunday the 27th at 7 p.m. It's at Colab Projects at their Space and Canopy.
And that's in Austin, by the way.
And it's a film called Haint by Alyssa Taylor Wendt. It's about a young man in Berlin who's trying to survive at the end of World War II, and it seems like it's inspired a bit by stories that her father told her.
It seems like there's a little bit of mythology building going on, and maybe almost like a Joseph Beuys sort of reference. And there's the stills. I think it's interesting. It seems like one of the protagonists. He looks so much like Brett Anderson of Suede that I sort of did a double take. But it should be interesting. I think she might be doing a solo show at Women in Their Work later this year, but I'm not.
She is.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yeah.
So number 4 this week is Emergency Measures. It's at the Power Station in Dallas. This is co-curated by the artist Gregory Rupp and the artist, educator, curator Noah Cymbalist. It's a good show. It's really solid. It's a group show of national and international artists kind of tackling the subject matter or work that's around the subject matter of this heightened state of awareness and alarm that the world has slipped into slowly but surely post 9/11 primarily. It's a kind of understated, it's a cool show, and I don't mean cool like groovy, I mean cool like there's a kind of a weird cool-headedness around this otherwise alarming subject matter, and I think that it's laid out really well. I think it works incredibly well with that very difficult space. That's architecturally a really tough space.
Number 3 is Apparat at Ballroom Marfa. So this is opening the September 25th. It's curated by Tom Morton, but the exhibition, it's a big group show, and it is examining the way that humans, the text that they used is mammalian hand. So
it's about tools. It's about people using tools and the evolution of tools and tools in artwork, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see names here like Melvin Edwards. That makes complete sense, obviously. But there's also Lee Lozano. And really, if you get a chance to see any Lee Lozano work, you gotta go. I do remember her tool drawings. They're really aggressive and amazing. But of course she was. Charles Ray is in this show. I think it's going to be great, and it'll be up through, February. So during Chinati weekend, that'll be the big show at Ballroom Marfa. So number 2 is in Houston. It's Art League Houston. It's Forrest Prince. He's the real deal. He's really eccentric. He means it. He's absolutely dedicated to the message he's trying to get out.
He's receiving Art League Houston's Lifetime Achievement Award. So the show's kind of a survey tracing his 40-year career. I think it's 30 pieces. There are a lot of his iconic mirror pieces in the show, as well as some wooden sculptures, some later works that deal with, health and social justice. His religious beliefs are based on the Dead Sea Scrolls. He doesn't eat cooked food. He came to God and art at the same time when he was addicted to drugs that had a needle in the back of his leg and blood running over him because he couldn't find any veins.
He has total conviction. There's nothing cynical about this show. He is essentially a folk artist. Okay, so number 1 this week is Texas Moderns. It's Bror Utter at the Old Jail Art Center. This is the first retrospective of Bror Utter's work in Texas. I think it's been 30 years, which is a little surprising to me. It's fitting that it's at the Old Jail. Bror Utter was a mid-century modern, primarily painter in the Fort Worth Circle, which... This was a group of people in the middle of the last century who rejected the kind of Texas regionalist style of Impressionism and bluebonnets and Texas Western landscapes and started to work with things that they were bringing back from their trips to Europe, Cubism and Surrealism and pure abstraction. constructivism, etc. But I think the work in this show, and it is a retrospective, but a lot of stuff from the 50s and 60s, so it'll be a lot more pure abstraction and abstraction. There's going to be 70 paintings. They brought in loans from all over, so this is a big deal. It should be kind of nice to be able to get your hands around that much work by this particular guy. Go see some art.
Go see some art.